Man, what happened? There we go. Okay. Must have a timer or something. Oh, oh my god. This light is bright too. I gotta shout them out. It's got Ulanzi light. This is pretty powerful. It's like super bright. But back to it. So what the? I'm keeping it off. I'm gonna do my, or better yet, I have another. I got lights on lights.
Lights on lights on lights. Lights going everywhere.
Yeah, I got like two lamps, and then I can just hold it like
Ooh,
this.
ghost story time.
Something there. I don't know. We gonna have to improvise.
That's cool.
Man, I like the ghost story. That's funny. But jeez. All right, so let's run it down. So Milwaukee is decent. It's very unique in a good and a bad way because, like I said, you have me. You got Decent to Die. You got this one kid, Kid Cali. He was a freshman when I was in high school. When I was a senior, he's pretty talented kid. He don't. I don't know if he's doing music anymore, but he definitely should keep it running. But there's a lot of other people that definitely needs that the recognition
Yeah.
aside from like what's really going on. Because what's really popular in Milwaukee is like the Kia boys. I don't know if you heard about that. Like people stealing Kia cars. Yeah, it's ridiculous,
Yeah, not great.
man. And I don't want to like. I'm not trying to shame Milwaukee, but I don't want to be a part of that crowd. So I want to like actually be a part of music for real
Yeah.
because I have a deep passion for it. So I don't want that to like be a like a dark shadow or a dark cloud over my head all because I want to be a part of that or like like it would change, it will alter something for me. I don't know.
Hmm. With that, do you think you'll end up moving out of Milwaukee at some point in the future, or just trying to do your own thing in Milwaukee while you stay there?
I'm trying to moving out
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
I'm like my goal was to be in Atlanta by the end of this year. I feel like it's still happening because
Yeah.
as long as I get my money together, I'll be able to do that. So once I get into Atlanta, I feel like that's where the real stuff is going on, like shows. Because I've yet to do shows. I've never did a show yet, and I'm this far. So I love to see the progress, and I never did a show. I'm doing good. That's what it seems like.
Yeah. I
Like
mean, that'd be awesome to be able
judging
to
by
do
the people
this.
that watches me or whatever, it's almost like mind boggling that it's like it's really happening. Like I don't like I'll be excited in my own head. Like I'm too professional. I don't know. It's just like I don't like be cocky with all my accomplishments outside of like social. Like when it's like social media, I'm like, yo, look at me. Like I did that. I just can't. I just don't see myself like that. But it's just like I just keep that behind closed doors. Like, I yell in the bathroom or something like that type of like yo, I did that in my like yo, just talking to myself or talking to my shadow ish. Like, you know how that is. But I don't know. It's I feel like Atlanta will be the best thing for me because you see everybody else going crazy in Atlanta. Like Kanye West was from Chicago. He went to Atlanta. Sofego is born and raised in Atlanta. Um, Young Thug blew up in Atlanta, such as everybody else in YSL. So like Trippie Red was from Ohio, went to Atlanta, blew up.
Yeah.
Like you notice the patterns between, especially nowadays. Atlanta is becoming the new LA.
Yeah.
Is that is our new LA. So I feel like doing that will be just like the promised land to people. It's like it's crazy. Like,
Yeah. I think it like when you move somewhere where there's a lot more connections, it makes the process of finding your crowd so much easier. I think it's important when you move somewhere to like keep who you are as an artist, but you surround yourself with so many new influences and people that connect you with other people versus Milwaukee's kind of small as far as the music scene goes and as far as cities go, and trying to branch out I think is really difficult out of that area just because there's not a whole lot coming and going out of Milwaukee.
And that is actually facts because it's very hard to actually secure a show in Milwaukee, especially for a small venue. A venue like I've been rejected by a couple clubs. Like what was it? No shade to them, but like No Studio, MKE. They have some solid people. They actually have people showcasing for them, but somehow I just get rejected from them for some reason. Oh, you gotta wait for this manager to say something. I just get long like wait. So, like I'm a patient man, but I'm trying to get myself out there. But
Yeah.
it is what it is. Like if you have a chance and you're from Milwaukee, you have a better chance going to Chicago and getting the show out there because that's closer. Everybody speed past and go to Chicago rather than Milwaukee because Milwaukee is not that appealing unless you go to Summerfest.
Yeah.
So Summer, like it just passed, which I kind of like. That's a huge. That's one of the biggest festivals in the world. So
Yeah.
it's like, what in the U.S. rather, but if they say in the world, then that's something else too. One of the biggest festivals, but unless it's that or the rave, yeah, oh yeah, you got to be an established artist though, for real though.
Yeah. I feel like that's really all they got is the rave and then Summerfest. And then if you're really big, you'll go at the Pfizer. But I mean, the rave is kind of like I don't know. Like I've been to shows at the rave and it's all right. But it's just like, I don't know. They don't really have like I feel like Minneapolis even has more like smaller venues for people to perform at. Whereas like you said, Milwaukee really just has the rave and then Madison you got like the State Theater, but that's I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a whole lot of opportunities. But I feel like we have to dive into these posters behind you.
Oh yeah.
I feel like these have to be pretty important.
Well, it's not too important. Well, I just started. I keep forgetting this name. It literally says it right there, My Hero Academia, because I was trying to say like the abbreviation, like yo MHA, like. But I just, this was like a birthday present actually for my sister. Props to her. My my baby sister got this one for me. But this one right here, Itachi Uchiha, that's my man's. That's one of my favorite. I'll say that's one of my favorite anime favorites of all time. He was like the smartest. Like he was like, although he killed everybody in his family and the whole like, see, everybody hated. See, this is what the logic is. People hate this man at first, and then they realize once they see his story and hear about it, like, oh, it was like he had no other choice but to kill everybody. But that's crazy. I feel like man was funny. You know what? I had the what's the name earrings, the Tanjiro earrings. I thought about wearing it today, but I forgot the Demon Slayer.
Okay.
See, Ski Master Slump God put me onto that because I seen him. He was the first person I ever seen wear those, and I didn't know where that came from. Years ago, I was like, who got that on? Like, what is that? I was like, this man got place for this? Like, ain't that like for girls? I was like, well, look, he look kind of cool though. I was like, I didn't know what it was. I thought he was. I know because I know he'd be going crazy with the earrings. So I was like, I respect it. But then now I looked it up. It was from the show, and then I just haven't seen the show at that time. I was like, I wasn't into anime too much. And then once I got on it, and then once I finished it, that's when I got it. But I don't have it today. But the other poster I have right here is the Naruto. I ain't gonna lie, we got that from Walmart to be honest. But the this one right here,
Yeah.
the half and half, great episode series. I didn't in records time. I seen that in like I seen that whole episode, all 500 episodes, in like 2 months and 2 days in records time. I'm telling you, I
Dang.
was I was religiously watching Naruto. Man, that's still to this day my favorite anime. But Jujutsu Kaisen and Baki looking kind of hard though right now because they looking they almost on the same level as Naruto as far as my favorites as this
Yeah.
moment too. I think that.
Yo, what is the like connection with that? Is that like a so I'm not really I don't really watch anime, don't claim to, but I've noticed a lot of people that I've interviewed that are artists love anime, and I like would have never known if I didn't start doing this. So is there like a process? Is this like the process of becoming an artist? You have to like, you start making music and get into anime and it like, builds from there or
Well, it just I don't know. I feel like it's just constant because it's a funny thing you asked that because when I was in school, everybody so like it was a few people nerds and stuff like anime. I thought that was weird, like what like watching, but I didn't know I was watching anime the entire time, and I thought it was a cartoon when really it's not a cartoon. It's I feel like it's more connection to real life than a cartoon because you look at anime and you look at a cartoon, it's obviously a huge significant difference because the cartoon you can just okay cool it's like for kids. Nah, anime like that joke is for adults. To be honest, it's all ages, but it's really for adults within the theme and like how they portray life. Like it has some real life like stuff in there like that people don't even understand. Like I feel like I just had to tap in. Like I didn't want to just sit there and just like be ignorant about it and
yeah.
just not okay, what does it mean? I'm just saying whatever song and the lyric and just like I don't know what I'm talking about. I want to know what I'm talking about when it comes to music. So. But it just creeped into my music career, like later into my career. I liked it. So like Coaches and I don't know if I said his name right, Coaches or Coach Eyes. That guy. I'm gonna just say that guy.
Okay.
But him and Ski Mask was the two people that really like put me onto anime kind of because you got the Murakami flower with the flower with the smiley face with all the colors on it, the rainbow flower. I didn't even know what that was until he made a song about it, like Murakami. What? Like I had to look it up. Like, what does that mean? Like what? He's talking about a flower. I don't know. It was weird, man. But I love that culture. Japanese culture will always be like one of my favorite cultures. To, like go out and see and rock the clothes because even with hair, like what people didn't know is when I was trying to imitate the style of what's this guy? It's like the red and white. His name is not his name. I keep forgetting his name, but he's so cold. But it was from that show, Shoto, something like that. But I was trying to do like the vertical way and have like white and red, but it messed up and it turned into like some type of peach coral color in my hair, and it was like an iconic color for me when I was making certain songs.